Oh. And there's also very rigorous practice, of like hanging on the neck, really strengthening your body, so your body becomes like a weapon. And also, of course, meditation practice. Also, you see children, how flexible they are, and also weapons. So there's many actually approaches to martial art that can be practiced. I took very basic approach to what I have to say. True Father is a genius. We all know that, and he can apply his knowledge to every field. He established so many organizations. So, what about martial arts? True Father says that we, as Unification Church members, actually going the way of spiritual warrior. Means we are fighting spiritual war, a spiritual fight every day. So our mind and body unity is like main point which religion tries to accomplish. It's main purpose of religion. So it's very similar to what actually martial arts are doing. So as the True Father says here, that traditional martial arts to train students in the physical and spiritual principles of self-defense based on the highest moral standards. It's very similar to what we as Unification Church members are doing. So one of the themes of Martial Arts Federation for World Peace was using martial arts as an educational tool to build a human character. So, and I think this is mind-body unity, simply put, it's mind-body unity. Because this is the beginning point, why husband and wife argue each other, because they are not united in themselves. Why there is a war, why there is a conflict in the world? Because there is some problem in the person. So how to really discipline yourself, how to build your character, how to become a person of honor, and how to be a really righteous person, giving person. You have to push yourself to the extreme. Your body has to be completely obedient to your mind. That's very important in martial arts. So martial arts as a conclusion, I can say martial arts is an important means of bringing us together and building true world peace. And recently True Father went to America and he said America has to build peace corps and peace police. So I think it's very much like martial arts, goal. Father spoke in the beginning of opening and the closing speech. He said also the other things. Mind-body unity, as I told, is a key. And True Father says there's only two ways to reach mind-body unity. One way is you have to press your bodily desires, and the other way, you love so much that your body naturally follows. So martial arts is more like pressing your bodily desires to, to unite mind and body. And if we can unite mind and body, we can solve so many problems. And martial arts really helped me in my studies, in my personal life, in my wife. If I can, accomplish much, many times I can focus because I practice martial arts. I'm really grateful. And the children I taught in Lithuania, after a few months, their parents was very grateful to me. Simply put, they said, oh, now they study better. Because they can focus more on their studies after the training. They go home, they have to do homework, and their parents are very grateful. And also, teaching them the good values is very important. Good values. So, True Father says about, he's concerned really about the people in the undeveloped countries. And those kind of people are a lot. In the world, we have 3 billion people who live just on $2 a day, less than that. So it's 3 billion people who are underprivileged, lives in poverty. So many young people there, so many young people who lost the direction in their life. So True Father says that martial arts can really help them. They can educate them, have them, discipline themselves and reach the goals, because they need to accomplish so much because they are undeveloped, so they have to strive harder than, you know, rich country kids, which has everything established in front of them. But poor countries, the young people there, they really need to train hard, even harder, much more harder to achieve, you know, develop their country. And the True Fire suggested build training centers in each continent, you know, to start that kind of movement of educating young people. So I think this is a very good idea, and it can be accomplished. And True Fire is very practical. When he speaks, it sometimes goes into so much detail. So in my case, I can teach only kindergarten children. So I did that. Maybe in the next few years, I will move on to elementary school kids. And you know, this is a very interesting way also. True Fire speaks that martial arts has to become like a clear program in university, which you get bachelor, master, and PhD degrees, and you know clearly what you are teaching, what kind of age group. And also, True Father said that you can take care of your family financially while doing martial arts. That's a very great way to do. Actually, I did that for 3 years before I injured myself, and I worked a day 2-3 hours, but I had twice as much money, income, than an average person in my country. So I would say it's a very effective way, you know, to live. So, and this is my business. You know, this is what I love to do. This is what I like to do. I can plan everything I want. I freely, you know, distribute my time and efforts and resources, everything. So I bought a minibus. I took children from school and I brought to center. I had 3 places, about 120 children. I could fully support myself, and I did it for 3 years. So it's a very good way to, you know, also make money for young people, you know. So also True Father, as a conclusion, he says that actually martial arts is very similar to religious leaders. You know, religious leaders teach a spiritual path. So martial arts is many times for their students, they are authoritative in many areas of life. Children came to me and said many times like, oh, what should I do at school, you know, this kid's bullying me, you know, how can I defend myself? And I have to be able to provide them advice. So with everything in their life, they ask me about the relationship between children and parents, you know. One of my students said, oh, my parents drink and smoke, what should I do, you know? You know, she's struggling, she wants to run away from home, you know. So if I gain her trust, she listened to me, and I could help her. So this is also kind of like, I'm like a pastor in a way, you know, like a Moksanian for those my students. They listen to what I say.